side.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode on the NightOwl Minecraft server where it is raining as usual, and you may notice that we are back here in our normal base, the platform city, and the reason we're back here is there's a few things that I want to work on today that have been unfinished, that need to be finished up, and the first and foremost of which is, as you can see, I've got quite a bit of netherrack on me, and that's because I just finished digging out a bit of a tunnel, and we're going to work on building that together, I believe. I believe we can do that together, although, I may need to get a bit more nether brick. That might be a thing. I think that I have plenty of quartz for the job. At least I'm hoping so. So I'm going to go take these over to the auto smelter and get that rolling. But yeah, so I've got a story to tell you guys. Oh my goodness. So this Saturday, I was getting ready to go to bed. It was pretty late. It was about almost nearly 2 a.m. I'd say 1:50 a.m. And right as I'm rolling into my bed, about to pull the sheets up and get some sleep, the fire alarm goes off in my dorm building. So that would have been bad enough as it was, but it turns out that the fire, it was an electrical fire. The guys whose room it was, they weren't there, so there was no one to like sort of try and put it out by themselves before it set off the alarms and whatnot. So the sprinklers went off in their room, and they had to like evacuate the building and stuff. So I was standing outside in the cold for a while, which wasn't a whole lot of fun, I have to say. I did manage to grab my jacket before heading out there, because I figured it would probably be fairly cold, because it's been a little bit nippy out. It was nice out today, though, I have to say. It's Monday right now when I'm recording this. I found a little bit of time in the evening. I just took a psychology exam, actually. It was the easiest thing that I've ever taken in my life. It took me about 7 minutes, and then I just turned it in and left. Actually, it was online, so I submitted the answers. I'm fairly certain I got 100% on it. If I didn't, I'm going to be disappointed in myself, because the questions were so easy that... That's mine, actually, all this stone. I put this in there the other day and haven't got around to grabbing it, so that's nice. I can take that back to our, castle village area. So we need to wait for that to smelt up, but while we do that, we can probably begin work on our nether tunnel. So anyways, continuing on with the story, I get sidetracked very, very easily, very quickly. So I was standing outside, and eventually they let us kind of go into the lobby area, to the connected dining hall that's connected to our building, which is really convenient, I have to say. Just go down, get some dinner or breakfast or whatever. I mean, it's dining hall food, but it's food, and food is good. Food is very good. And yeah, so they let us go inside, and there was some talk going around about flooding. And that had me extremely, extremely, extremely worried, because all my electronic stuff is in my room. My computer, my microphone, my headset, my TV, my PS4, my PS3, all this stuff is in my room. And if the sprinklers were to have gone off in my room, all of my stuff would have been more or less destroyed, because I didn't have the I didn't really have time to kind of unplug everything and make sure it wasn't connected to the wall and receiving power, to kind of prevent more of the dangerous outcomes of having water damage. So it would have definitely like fried a whole bunch of the circuits within my computer and all my hardware stuff if the sprinklers had gone off. But thankfully that was just rumor. However, the wing next to my wing of the building got almost completely flooded. It actually, the water leaked from it. None of the other sprinklers went off. This all came from that single room where the electrical fire was, and it flooded that entire hallway, a bunch of the rooms, and it leaked down to the first and second floor. I'm on the third floor, so there was quite a bit of water, a good amount of property damage, and I know some people who had to sleep in the lobby of or the lounge area for our floor that night. So I felt pretty bad for them, but I was kind of happy that it wasn't my room that got flooded. I mean, yeah, that would have been terrible. But that's my story. So I ended up getting to sleep at about 6 a.m. because that's how long it took them to clear the hallways and everything and make sure everything was good to go. So that sucked. My sleep schedule was pretty much screwed for all of Sunday, and it was still really difficult getting up this morning, Monday morning, for an 8 a.m. But I managed to do so, and it went pretty well. So yeah. That is that. Alright, so what we're going to be doing for our tunnel is we're going to be going with, I pretty much alluded to this, nether brick and quartz. We're going to go with a similar theme as our base here because that only makes sense. Or that is what makes sense to me, at least. We're going to need quite a bit more stuff. We're going to need a lot more stairs and a lot more pillars. So we will create such things as these. We will do so right now. There we go. That should be a decent amount of pillars. We're going to need quite a bit more stairs, though. I really wish that my inventory wasn't full right now. I should have crafted this stuff before grabbing all the extra things. Yes, I don't actually know if we need any chiseled quartz. I think we might need a little bit, but yeah. Okay. So let's head to the place, the nether, and get this worked out. So I don't know if I've shown you guys this. Actually, I'm fairly certain I have, but we are connected to Vuzok's tunnel. He hasn't been on in a while, which, I mean, I guess he's been busy with the start of school as well and stuff, but haven't seen him around in a little while. But I cleared out a little bit of area here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do when I connect to this tunnel here. Not quite certain what I want to do. I'm not sure if I want to continue with my quartz thing and have him like branch off with his own afterwards or what. It does look like he dug out a bit of a tunnel here. I'm not sure if this was here before or not, but yeah, so we're going to just get right to making the tunnel. So the first thing that we have is a row of nether brick right down the middle, and I'm just gonna work out a short section of it with you guys, I think, because it's gonna be fairly repetitive process as all nether tunnels are, but I think it's still worthwhile showing you what I'm going to be doing. So maybe we'll work out like too little of the repeating patterns. So it goes like so, boom, something like that. And this will go up to the ceiling, and we'll break it into parts of 3. I feel like 3 is a very good number for stuff like this. It just makes it easier to break it up and keep it less of the same stuff. So that's what we got. And we're going to go like that. Break these open. And sea lantern there. Bam, bam. So that's what that side's going to look like. And we just copy paste the same over here. And voila. And the ceiling is just a reflection of the floor as well. So it's going to be something... Ooh. It's going to be... I'm placing all the wrong blocks. Give me those. It's going to be something like... We can bring it out to here, perhaps. Oh, was there lava? That sounded like lava. Something like that. And these will keep the hallway lit. And hopefully, I'm hoping that a lot of the zombie pigmen spawning will be prevented by using stairs here. I'm not sure if that's going to work all that well, but it's worth a shot. So I'm going to kind of complete this tunnel area, and then I actually have a little bit of a room designed here at the end of it, and I think that I am going to end up curving this around, and I'll just kind of leave an open spot for Vuzok to continue his tunnel down if he so desires, and that should be pretty good. So without further ado, I will show you the finished product. Alright guys, so I've got the basic tunnel finished up here. I left this part open so that if Vuzok decides that he wants to finish up his tunnel, he can just kind of add on to this or whatever. He doesn't have to use these materials. Obviously, they're very expensive materials. Well, not the nether brick, but definitely the quartz. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this tunnel looks. I actually swapped out. I think I had them like this before, and I changed them like so. I think it just I think it looks a little bit better. It gives it a little bit more I don't know, uniqueness to it, maybe you could say. However, this area right here, I've noticed that there's quite a few, like most of these tunnels, they have kind of like little rooms at the front of them, and I want to have a little room in the front of this one. I actually have a room planned out already for over there for the portal, like a portal room, and I don't know, just a little hub for myself. But we're gonna make a little miniature storage room type deal. I think this side will be mine, and I might make a side for Vuzok, or if he doesn't want to take up the offer of it, I'll just use both sides, whichever works really. We don't need anything too fancy, just something small like this, or like some of these other ones, something like this. Just a chest or two on either side, and we should be pretty good. However, I have more or less exhausted my quartz supply because, as always, what? Oh, it's a chicken baby. I thought it was a sheep for a second. I was like, what? What are you? No, chicken babies on me, guy. You're very much inside each other. It's kind of inappropriate. You should probably take that elsewhere. Go get a room. But yeah, so I underestimated the amount of quartz that I need, so I'm gonna have to do a bit of quartz mining. Let's just go head over to the smeltery and see how that's coming along. So also, guys, in further news, or I don't know if that's the right term, in other news, Minecraft has allegedly been sold. What? Sold? To whom has such a thing happened? You probably know already. It is rumored, and I think it's true, I think it's confirmed, that Minecraft has been, or Mojang has been bought out by Microsoft. So what does this mean? I'm not sure yet. I don't think anyone has really any idea what's going on too much. A lot of the developers are kind of keeping low-key right now on the details, but there's definitely gonna be some sort of changes with the game. Hopefully it's nothing too drastic. Hopefully I'll still be able to upload videos without getting copyright infringements or something crazy like that. That'd be quite unfortunate, and it would cause a lot of people the loss of their livelihood. So I can't foresee Microsoft doing anything that drastic, but there probably will be some changes in the way the game is developed and stuff of that nature. There might be some more like pay for stuff, like maybe they'll charge for updates or something like that. I'm not sure what they'll do. It's all speculation right now, but that's just something to talk about. But yeah, so I'm gonna probably go on a bit of a quartz adventure and try and gather some of that stuff. My armor was actually getting low the other day, so I went and made a new set of that, but my boots are still kind of low. I might need to swap those out. I have a fully repaired other set in my ender chest, but that's besides the point. I will see you all when I get some quartz and we're ready to do a little bit more work. Alright, so I went quartz mining again. You ready to see how much I got? You can see a little bit there, and oh yeah, I went quartz mining for probably 4 hours. Bye, Silva. Thanks for saying bye. Um, Welcome back. Uh, yeah. Anyways, I need to fortune all of this up, which is going to take me a little while, but I just thought I'd show you this because this is probably the most quartz ore I've had at one time. It's completely solid, so yeah, you jealous? You should be. Alright guys, so I finished mining up that giant pillar of quartz ore that we had there, and we ended up with a full chest here and nearly another full double chest here of nether quartz. It's gonna go pretty quickly, I imagine. This stuff never lasts as long as you think it is going to, unfortunately, but it should be enough to finish off our nether portal thingio. And I did change up a few things here and there that I figured I ought to show you guys very quickly before taking another cut here to do some more work. But what can I grab? What am I going to need? I'm going to need that. I've got the nether brick for the most part. There's some extra stuff here. Probably don't need, well, we might need some nether brick stairs. Who knows? But anyways, here, I made a little bit of change to the design of the tunnel itself. I decided to try some white stained glass panes in part of it, in the walls, to see how that would look. And I think that I like it, actually. I think it gives it a nice kind of, it almost makes it look like it's glowing a little bit, like lights. So yeah, I really like it, actually. It's pretty cool, pretty neat. So what I'm going to be working on is getting this little section here worked out. It's not going to be anything too fancy, like I said, just going to be something similar to this. It's going to be keeping with the theme of the tunnel, and just giving me a little bit of, like, I guess, nether storage, so to speak. So I'm going to work that out, and I will be back with you very soon. Alright, I finished our little opening room. You ready to see what it looks like? Tell me what you think. Voila! So it's nothing too fancy. We've just got some chests here on some ledges. I put sea lanterns behind them because I wanted to keep this room nice and lit up, nice and bright. So we got a sea lantern in the floor there just for an accent, really, not for lighting purposes. One in the ceiling, kind of acting as a chandelier of sorts. I did try it with one more pane, like lower. But I didn't like it because it was like too low in here, but I think that works out pretty well. Got some furnaces and crafting benches. I don't know why I've got so many of these things, but I figured why the hell not? Why not? They look nice as far as symmetry goes, so that's why I've got so many of those. For the exterior here, I just kind of went with something like this, although I kind of want to change this up a little bit because it's kind of, I don't know, kind of busy, I guess you could say. Yeah, it's extremely busy, I would say. So we're gonna actually bump these out, I think, and maybe just go with something like so. And I'm not sure about that. I kind of like this. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe we just change up this floor part. This is the part that was kind of more causing issues, I guess you could say. Something like that, perhaps? No, that looks weird. Maybe just straight across like so. And maybe we can keep it the way it was. Not like that. It was like so. I like this little detailing thing there. I kind of want to keep that. And maybe we just do something silly like that. Nah. No. What do we do here? Some of these? Maybe we could do sea lanterns. Just for the funsies. How does that look? I don't know. Maybe throw some of these down. Yeah, I think it'll work. I think it does what it needs to. it's our little portal room here, and we're going to have another room on the other end here where our portal is. This room is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be kind of round. So I'm going to work this out off camera as well, I believe. I might bring you back for some of it, though. It's just going to take me a little while to kind of dig out the room and make sure everything is in order. So, yeah. Alright, guys, so I finished up our little room there. I actually went a completely different way than I did in my creative world. After looking back at it a few different times, I kind of decided that I didn't really like it. So I changed it up quite a bit to, I just kind of messed around until I got something that I thought looked pretty cool, and I'm very, very happy with it. Let's make a few chests here, shall we? I think 32 should be just enough. And so it shall. Alright, yeah, so I'm very pleased with how this turned out. I think that you guys are going to like it as well. You can't get me, skeleton. I'm just going to ignore you. Alright, so let's take a look, shall we? Alright, so here it is. It's not too completely different than what I had in my creative world. It's still spherical. I just changed the design of it quite a bit. So yeah, I've got these the white glass in these corners now to complement what we have in the tunnels. I didn't have these here before. Also, the ceiling is quite a bit different as well. Before, it just kind of continued this stair pattern that I had here and just kind of went all the way up with it. But now I kind of varied it up with some quartz pillars there. I don't know if you can really tell, but there are quartz pillars there, and I think it gives it a cool look. This wall here is very plain. The reason because it's plain, or the reason for why it's plain, I should say, is because there's going to be another tunnel here, which is going to lead out towards our mountain base eventually, once I get around to making that. It's going to be a different style than this, because I highly doubt that I could muster the amount of quartz to take it all the way out there. Plus, the style of build is quite different as well, so I want to make sure that my tunnels match the build. But anyways, we're going to throw a couple chests in here to finish up, and let me make sure I can open them. I can. We've got a furnace, we've got an ender chest, everything that we could possibly need. So this is our little miniature storage wall, or utility wall, I guess you could say. And we've got a portal there. Looks very nice. Nice 3x3. We've got our tunnel, our eventual tunnel to the mountain base over there. And I'm very happy with it. So, yeah, I mean, not much more I can do, really. I mean, eventually, if Vuzak doesn't, like, get on, or if he's, I don't know where he is. He hasn't been talking in the chat much recently, to be honest, so I don't know. Eventually, I might close this off, because it's kind of annoying having to look down this unfinished tunnel, but I am very happy with how this turned out. I don't have a rail here because it isn't really necessary. I will, however, have a rail out to the mountain pass because, ooh, the mountain pass. You know, that is a good name. I might just stick with that for the name of our base out there, the mountain pass. I like it. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. As always, if you did, remember to leave a like and a comment, and I will see you all next time on the Night Owl server. Bye-bye.
Bullseye.